For entertainment only.
Indigenous fam, check this out. I got something to tell y'all. You look, these goofy MFs that want to call themselves African Americans and everything, and they believe in that out of Africa bullshit, invite them. I'm gonna be nice. I ain't gonna call them no names. Invite them in the video because they need to hear this, okay? Look, 15 minutes ago, I just got to the place where I'm staying. I went to the bank. And those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that I did a status correction and I went from an African American, which is a dead person, and to an indigenous person, which we are because this is our land. Now, I went to a bank that I don't normally go to. So they had a hard time with the ID. They were trying to have me do all sorts of different verifications. Fast forward, I did it. They finally gave me my money and everything. And so they told me to like meet them around the corner. When we got around the corner, she was just like, well, you know, we've just never seen an ID like that. I looked her dead smack in her eyes and I told her, I said, this is my people's land. This is our land. And she straight up said, oh, I know. I said, and a lot of us are waking up to that fact. I said, so be prepared to see more IDs like this. She got chills because she went like this and she, you know, and she took a gulp, a dry gulp. Let me tell you, these motherfuckers are scared. Look, there was fear in her eyes. I'm just here to let you know. And she even went as far as saying, yes, I know, because there's a day for you guys and everything too. First she said Juneteenth. She said, no, not Juneteenth. She said Indigenous Peoples Day. She said it was Columbus. You know what I'm saying? Look, she knew more than a lot of y'all know. Like, I know all this stuff. And all these MFs that look like us, that's claiming that Pan-African bullshit and everything, y'all gonna miss the train. Okay. Y'all keep on thinking that you come from Africa. You keep on thinking that. And then we got these ignoramuses over here from Africa to holler and scream at us and talk down to us. Force us to claim African identity and don't even know our history over here. You know, regurgitating the colonizers' version of our history, which is a bunch of bullcrap, which I've told y'all millions of times. Then we got the pretendians and everything from Siberia and Mongolia who are pretending to be us. But she knew more than what y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Why is that, brothers and sisters? But I just want to let y'all know that. They know who the F we are and everything. It's just y'all. Y'all are the ones that need to wake up to who you are and everything and claim our land back. How about that?
Black Americans are the real American Indians. This is well known and hidden in clandestine communities. Look, if we come out and tell you, then we couldn't steal from you and occupy your land. The day you find out about land patents is the day you'll be free.
The time for the truth has come. We white people can never apologize to the different ethnic, racial groups of people that we have systematically kidnapped, tortured, raped, and caused to be non-existent today.
The controlled press, the white press, inflames the white public against Negroes. The police are able to use it to paint the Negro community as a criminal element. The police are able to use the press to make the white public think that 90% or 99% of the Negroes in the Negro community are criminals. And once the white public is convinced that most of the Negro community is a criminal element, then this automatically paves the way for the police to move into the Negro community, exercising Gestapo tactics, stopping any black man who is on the sidewalk, whether he is guilty or whether he is innocent, whether he is well dressed or whether he is poorly dressed, whether he is educated or whether he is dumb, whether he's a Christian or whether he's a Muslim. As long as he is black and a member of the Negro community, the white public thinks that the white policeman is justified in going in there and trampling on that man's civil rights and on that man's human rights. Once the police have convinced the white public that the so-called Negro community is a criminal element, they can go in and question, brutalize, murder unarmed, innocent Negroes, and the white public is gullible enough to back them up. This makes the Negro community a police state. This makes the Negro neighborhood a police state. It's the most heavily patrolled. It has more police in it than any other neighborhood, yet it has more crime in it than any other neighborhood. How can you have more cops and more crime? Why? It shows you that the cops must be in cahoots with the criminal.
And what form will the activities of these various so-called invisible movements take in Harlem this summer?
An example, Commissioner Murphy. Almost every statement that Commissioner Murphy makes would give you the impression that he's encouraging the police, rank-and-file policemen, that to take whatever method or measures necessary to hold the Negroes in check. He feeds the type of statistics to the white public to make them think that Harlem is a complete criminal area, that everyone is prone toward violence. This gives the police the impression that they can then go and brutalize the Negroes or suppress the Negroes or even frighten the Negroes. Whenever something happens, 20 police cars converge on one area. This doesn't frighten Negroes. So it means that someone is either misinforming Commissioner Murphy and making him use tactics this year that he would not use 4 years ago, or that the former policeman Kennedy would not use. And this force that is so visible in the Harlem community creates a spirit of resentment in every Negro. They think they're living in a police state and they become hostile toward the policeman. They think that the policeman is there to be against them rather than to protect them. And these thoughts, these frustrations, these apparitions automatically are sufficient to make these Negroes begin to form means and ways to protect themselves in case the police themselves get too far out of line.
Are Fulani people Arab descendants? This is verified history. It is controversial in Africa because many people think that this is an Arab. Before people get emotional and loud over a misunderstanding, we have to understand what Arab means. When we talk about Fulani Umayyad Arab descent, this is the type of Arab we are talking about. Not this. This is not an Arab. This is Ottoman. These are Kurdish, Turkic, Albanian, Bosniak, European, Central Asian people. These are brothers and sisters in Islam, but they are not the people of the desert. The desert is 50 degrees during the summer. These are the people of the desert. When the Umayyad Arabs conquered North Africa and married an African queen known as Bajemongo, they produced the son Felat, and that's where the Fulani draw their name, the Felata. We are talking about this dark-skinned Arab marrying this dark-skinned Wudabe woman. It is this and this marrying, not this and this. Arab more Berber. Arab more Berber. This is not the Arab, and this is not a Moor, and this is not a Berber. And this is modern-day Fulani in Nigeria, descendant of Umayyad Arabs, dark-skinned, and the Berber Wudabe, dark-skinned.